Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back. We are finally talking. This is the first video we're actually talking about MLB, this show 18. In this video in particular, we're going to be talking about Diamond Dynasty. It's obviously not out yet, right? It's not out. But what we want to discuss is anytime you get these games, these Ultimate Teamish games, Diamond Dynasty, MUT, 2K My Team, etc., FUT, whatever it may be, when you first load up, it can be very, very intimidating. What do I do? Where do I start? Where do I go? Right? There's so much going on. So you see we're loading up. We're just loading up 17. 18, I don't have 18 yet. But I want to go over 5 tips. These are just 5 tips from me that I always use every time I enter these games. This is my 4th year playing Diamond Dynasty. My 4th year. And so I feel like, while I may not be the best actual player of the game, I can at least help and guide you guys just a little bit in how I do things with every Ultimate Team mode whenever the game comes out. So the first tip, we'll call it a tip, right, is you got to breathe. That's the first thing. You just got to breathe. You load into the game. You're looking around. Just breathe. Understand everything is not a race. It's okay. You're gonna get there. Look, we got this, right? I think we got this here, Judge. But you got to breathe. You just have to breathe. Sit back and relax. It's okay. It's okay. You got the game. Finally, it's finally here, right? But just sit down and breathe. Once you've done that, then you can finally look around. That's step 2. And by looking around, obviously, it's to say, hey, what's out here, right? What's out? What is what's new? Are the new players out? Can I go see? Let me go look around. Let me see how the menus look. Just learn how to navigate throughout the system. It's honestly, it's a really simple thing. It's really, really simple. You want to know where to go, how to get to things, how you get to the auction house or the market, how you can look at programs, how you build your team, where do you customize your team's logos, where do you do all of that stuff. You'll get to that, right? You got to know exactly where you're going. However it is to get there, you say, okay, what's ticket counter? Let me go look at the ticket counter. What's in the ticket counter this year? What are the programs this year? Let's just go look at the programs. Let's see what came out at launch. Okay, so you see a bunch of stuff probably, and then you can go look through there and say, okay, I'm liking this. Let me just see, are there anything in here that I truly like. After you look around and you have an idea of what's at least in the game, just what's in the game is all you need to know. And the next thing you want to do, a lot of people are going to do it, is open packs, which is number 3. Now, I'm not saying you need to go open packs, right? Not saying that at all, but a lot of people will and a lot of people do. So go, take this time now and open your packs. The reason you want to open your packs after you look around is because now you know what cards may have some potential value that may go into programs, right? We obviously know if you pull like a 99 Mike Trout, that's a good card. But you may not know that you need, let's say like the rookie program is out and you need rookie players. Okay, so you pull a rookie player, like that card's maybe good. Let me go check the market and specifically see what this card is selling for. Now that you have the knowledge of what is in the game, you have a better understanding of the value of each pack that you open, which is key. Now, one thing I would do with packs too, don't go on a spending spree, buying or at least selling what you pull, right? Because at this point, it's the least amount of stubs in the game possible, right? And people can buy stubs, which is very different than other game modes. Because people can buy stubs, things are going to have value, but there's just not going to be as much value. If you guys remember cards like Mike Trout last year, Bryce Harper, they're like 60 or 70K the first day, week, whatever it may be. And then they ended up being a couple 100,000 stubs. So if you want to sell the cards you have, you may lose a lot of value. If you really want a card, if you really, really want a card, and you have the means, get the stubs, buy the card you want. That's the best thing. But of course, I like to open packs, so I'm going to open packs. And I'm going to see what I can do. Because I've got coin or stub making methods, I guess we'll call it. And I got to see if it's going to work for this year as well. If it does, you guys will 100% see a video on that. Otherwise, we'll find something else, and we'll see the best way to make stubs. Because it takes money to make money. It's just a fact. So after we've opened packs, we've got a bit of a base team now, right? We just want to start to play Conquest. Now, I assume Conquest is going to be in the game. Right? If it's not, and I missed that, my apologies. Conquest is great. It gives you a lot of good rewards, super rewards, and it'll probably be at least on the same idea in playing that it has in the past, where you start out here and you've got to take over the world. Pretty simple. And the easiest way to do it is if you have a decent team. That's why I want to open some packs first. I want to have at least a base team. And then, of course, we'll talk about how to beat Conquest the best way as well once we take a look at it. Because without knowing what it is, can't really help you just yet. But we promise we will. Because I've had to play Conquest a lot. Now, as you're playing Conquest, as you have a team, what you really want to do next, and that's step 5. There's so much more to do after this. Build your team roster, uniforms, logos, all this stuff. Play online, so much. But what step 5 is you need to focus on a program, or the missions within a program, more specifically. So you're going to look, and maybe there's going to be player epics. You'll be like, I really want to get this Ryan Braun. Or I have a program to get Cody Bellinger, or the rookie program, or whatever it may be. Start focusing on that, because as you're playing through Conquest, you're going to have the ability to build the team pretty much however you want. And you know that if, hey, this program, I really want to get this Vladimir Guerrero, right? We know that he's an immortal, legend, icon, whatever it's going to be called. He's in the game. And part of his program says you need 200 home runs with center fielders. Okay, well, maybe when I'm playing Conquest, I'm now putting 3 center fielders in my outfield instead to try and get to that a little bit quicker. So that's what I mean by you pick a program. You got to find something, you got to attack it. You don't try and attack everything at the same time. Pick your specific point and go after it. You can get a lot of missions completed organically, and which is great. But if there's one you want, you just focus on that. Keep your focus on one side. Don't try to fight a 2-front war. It does not work very well at all. Just focus on what you can do, right? If you have maybe a mission which focuses on second baseman, maybe you play 2 second basemen, and you have a separate mission for someone else that requires center fielders, like I said, so you put center fielders out there. So you can work on 2 at that point, but it's not, don't try to do too much, right? Like if you need outfielders, just pick one of the outfielder things. You pick one of the infielder things. If the game is true and you can't actually, put cards in different positions without them really sucking, I'll make things a little bit more interesting when we try to grind. But I'm so excited, guys. I really am so excited. And this is exactly the steps that I'm going to take myself. And I'm going to document my journey with you guys 100%. And I hope that you guys take the journey along with me. I really hope you do. You guys can see my team here. If you guys didn't watch the other MLB video, you should have. But this is the team we have. It's a good team. Did we spend some stubs? Yeah, we spent some stubs in the beginning. I didn't buy a pack. Buy stubs, I guess, technically, since April. And I wasn't a very good player at all. And we got a really good team. A really, really good team. Cards we had to buy. Cards we had to earn. Tiant. Arrieta. Super good cards. The relievers we didn't have to do much with. The closers, we actually earned pretty much all these guys. Easy. I opened a ton of packs. Had a lot of really good pulls. Bought Eddie Murray. Bought Robbie Alomar, the card that everyone doesn't have. Jose Ramirez, we had him before. Tony Perez, we had him. Obviously, Jose Reyes, you couldn't get. I did the Correa set, right? We did the Hanley set. Stuff like that. We're going to be in this together. I'm not going to be the world's biggest spender. I'm going to try and get my coin, get my team, and then earn and make it all the way up through there. And you guys, I really think you guys should follow along, because the ways I was making stubs last year was hand over fist. My investing was completely on point. I invested so well. So well. Marcell Ozuna, he was my big guy last year. Buying him at 200 stubs. Like 1,000 of them. 1,000 of them. Could have quick sold and had 1.52 million stubs because of all the investing I did correctly. So I do hope you guys follow along. Again, those are the 5 tips. Breathe. Look around. Open your packs. Check out Conquest. Pick your program. And let's play some MLB The Show 18.